This is my Xbox 360. And with this Xbox 360, I'm gonna be trading up to a Mustang GT. Basically, I found this Xbox 360 while I was thrifting. I found it for $15 in the electronics section, and it was a steal. I knew I had to get it. So we're gonna be trying to turn a profit for this, which I honestly really think we can. It only came with the actual Xbox. There was no wires or anything. It came with no controller. I looked everywhere for it, but I literally couldn't find it. But it's all right, because I do have an idea of where I can find some, which we're gonna be exploring later. It kind of also has some some small scuff marks on it, and then it also has like this blue mark right here, which it was actually way worse. I actually tried to get it off and it was actually fine. But basically all the profit I get for this Xbox is going to be used to the next item, and then so on and so forth. It's really not that hard to understand. And also, who knows, maybe I'll be able to sell my Ferrari. That's the only thing I'm really going to let stray away from this, is if I can actually fix this up and sell it. But that's a little too scary to think about right now. But either way, if I want to be super professional about this, I need to get a haircut. So I can't lie, I have a bit of a problem. In that last clip, I was gonna leave and go get my haircut, which I left to go get my haircut. But if you see the Xbox on top of the car, that was the last place it went. I don't know where it went after that. It's just gone. I left it on top of the car on accident, and I guess it flew off at some point, I think when I was leaving my driveway or on the road. I don't know, but it's gone. Now, the reason why it's kind of not such a big deal is because I do have its competitor, the PlayStation 3. In this one, I actually do have the controller, and I also have its power cord. Now, the HDMI cord you can easily find in your house if you have anything electronic. But back to some more bad news. I bought that thing for $120.
This is just a little editor's note here. I actually didn't buy it. It was gifted to me a long time ago. So technically, no matter what, I'm making profit off of this.
Now, everything I make off of this, I'm going to use to actually buy a bike and then hopefully flip that to sell it. Now, technically, yes, I'm going to be able to sell this for more than I actually would have gotten with the Xbox. But later, we are going to head over to the mall and we're going to see if maybe we could buy some games or something, because there's a pretty cheap game store over in my mall. So we're gonna walk in there, see what we could buy. Maybe we could bump it up a little bit. I have Max Payne 3, which is the only game on the console. So I guess I have everything I really need for the console. And if anything, maybe I could just sell it separately. But for right now, this is the game plan. We're gonna sell the PS3 instead of the Xbox, because the Xbox is just gone. And you may have also noticed I didn't even get my haircut. And that's because I made it over to the place and he said, "I don't see you in my book, man." And I checked literally yesterday if I still had the appointment, and it was completely confirmed. So something either bugged out or I don't know whatnot, but if I didn't make that mistake or whatever mistake didn't happen, I would still have my Xbox. So maybe I could even sell both of these, who knows. Look at that beautiful hunk of man right there. Beautiful hunk of man. Hi, Dad. Are you recording? Are you recording? All right, I'm here with Nolan right now. We're at the mall right now. My plan, what I'm gonna do, since technically the PlayStation I got as a gift, I'm counting anything as a profit. So I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna see if I can find some cheap games. Nolan, stop trying not to laugh. I'm gonna see if I can find some cheap games in there. And then maybe even a possible cheap controller, because I can 100% probably, if I buy $30 worth of games, I could probably up the price by $20. Nolan, you can go say hi if you want. Well, we're at the mall now. We're at the mall now, so I'll catch you when we're inside. Not gonna lie, asking YouTube, most of the time, the place got extra stuff. Episodes from Liberty City being $15, kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, Okay, I think it's safe to say we're not really gonna find much stuff here. I'm gonna go look at the controllers, leave it or something. But I think we just sell everything as is. That's what I just think that's the best thing we got. You can't go wrong with a little bit of gambling, right, Nolan? Pokemon cards, $8 packs. This is not going towards the final profit. This is just for fun. You want to show up your cards first?
Yeah, I don't know how to do those shuffles.
Neither do I. We're not doing it.
You want that? Here you go. Hold big and shuffle. That might be good.
Ooh, that one shines, bro. That one shines too. Now, as I was going to Facebook Marketplace Nolan had a good idea.
We're going to the pawn shop.
We're going to the pawn shop. We're gonna see how much we can get this for. Anything less than 100, I'm not gonna do it. And I'm gonna see if we can film in there, but I'm gonna be kind of embarrassed, so I might not. But we'll see what happens.
I got my 2 watches that I don't wear. We're gonna sell them.
That's not anything for a profit. That's just for him. PlayStation pawn shop. Let's go. $20.
They wanted $20 for his PlayStation.
They wanted $20 for my PlayStation with Max Payne, all the wires, and a controller. So I said no. Nolan was also freaking out. That's why he stopped recording. He could have got more.
Well, the other guy was eyeballing me, and I started looking around. There was they had 5 or 6 cameras directly at where we were. It was nuts.
It's okay. Yeah, so we just got a Facebook Marketplace this.
I made profit though.
He made profit.
I sold one of my watches for $10, which is the exact amount
he bought it for. All right, I got my haircut, and now it's time to actually sell my PlayStation. Now though, if we are gonna sell this, we have to sell it right. Last night I put it on the passenger seat, which was a bad idea because it got a little dirty. Just a little bit right here, a little bit on top. So we're gonna clean it with literally just Lysol. I mean, it should work. I don't see why I wouldn't. I don't really need anything crazy. It's literally like a mat cover. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Cleaning this thing up is honestly one of the easiest things I've done in my life. It wasn't really extremely dirty. Everything came off with one wipe. Honestly, the worst part I would say would be the like disc tray, kind of like where the power button and eject button is, but that was also not even that bad. Came off with like 3 swipes. That was a bad voice crack.
I mean, like, there's some scratches on it still. There's scratches on the bottom. Like, the cloth's like residue, but I think we just go ahead and list this thing. The console is now up on Marketplace. I put it up on there for $130, which I think is good because you have everything you ever need and you also have a game in there. Maybe at some point I'm gonna need to knock it down a little bit, but I'll be fine doing that. I just want to see if it's gonna sell at $130. The pictures I took weren't exactly like fantastic. I honestly just took them on my floor, but at the same time, it's a console, so it's like, what do you want? I can't have it outside, but we'll see what it can do. I'll see you guys when it sells. All right, it's been about 3 days since I made this listing. It is 12 in the morning, and I actually got a response. I knocked down the price from 100 to 130 because I honestly kind of started thinking and was like, 130 might be a little too much for a 20-year-old console. So, knocked it down to $100. Isn't too bad, but I actually got a response. This guy's name is Edgar. He's willing to pay $100 for it. He asked if I wanted it cash or deposit. Doesn't really bother me. So I just say cash depending on where you are, which in my opinion makes sense. But we might have gotten our first sale, which is very nerve-wracking. I can't lie and say I'm not extremely nervous for this. Like I for some reason, some anxiety is coming over me. I'm not sure if that's a bad thing. I'm going to bring someone with me to this just in case. As I feel like you always should. You never know who you're gonna run into. I don't know who I'm gonna bring with me. I'm probably gonna bring my dad. If I'm gonna be honest, I love my dad. My dad will protect me in any situation. Worst comes to worst, I just run away. Or I might bring Nolan. We might bring Nolan back. Or another one of my friends. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, if this sale goes right, the next clip will be me selling the PlayStation. All right. Good morning. It's like 9:30 right now. We're about to go make this deal, and I'm about to see. I'm getting nervous. Like, I'm getting so nervous to actually just go there. But I got one of my friends coming with me. The other one who was gonna come pulled out of it because he said he couldn't. Which is fine, I don't really care. So I got another one of my boys coming. He didn't show up, so I just kind of left. I waited an extra half an hour and no one was there except for me and my boy Caden. I guess that's how some of these things go, you know? Can't always win them. I had another guy who wanted it too, but I said, I'll let you know. So I don't think I'm gonna sell it to this guy. He was half an hour late, and yeah.
So to handle this loss, all I did was go to the gym with my girlfriend. Look at me do pull-ups. I'll count them out. I'll count them out as many as I did. 1, 2, 3. Nah, man, seriously, after this, I was kind of destroyed. I was really just gonna put this video on hold till further notice. But that was until he texted back.
Good morning. It's literally the next day and I get a text from the guy. He said he was beat after work and he was tired and didn't want to risk it. Risk what? Maybe falling asleep behind the wheel. He could have told me. I was there for an extra half an hour. He could have told me that he wasn't going to show up. So we said I could either just ship it or we could just meet again, but I'm not trying to risk the exact same thing happening again. So yeah. That's the update. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually very much like, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. Like, the first sale went horribly already. Like, I didn't get to sell it or nothing, but listen, as long as I know that I'm gonna be able to sell it and actually make moves, then I'm fine. You know what I mean? But it was like, it was kind of just destroying. I was like, I've been waiting over a week for this PlayStation to sell, which doesn't sound that long in hindsight, but then when 3 days goes by and you're like, oh, this is gonna sell, and then the guy's like, oh, we gotta do Saturday, so then you gotta wait another 4 days waiting for this one sale. It's just rough. Like, genuinely, it's kind of destroying, but it's okay. All right, we actually got the money now. He sent it to us, and we're gonna ship it out tomorrow. It's Sunday. The post office closed.
So after he sent me all the details, I was off to the post office. I didn't film actually at all me going to it because I kind of forgot to, so here's me reenacting it. But I filmed a little bit while I was in there. Look at me. That's me sending the package.
Total profits made for this is $100. He sent me $25 for the shipping and all that, which is very nice. It was only $15, but he sent me $10 since he had me waiting. So we can add that $10 onto the profit. So in total, we made $110. Which means we now have $110 to spend on our next item. But the next item is gonna be like a bike or something, so we might need to fix it up. So everything I have to spend to actually fix up that bike will also be deducted in the profit. So that was episode 1. Stay tuned for episode 2. When we buy a bike, fix it up and sell it. And maybe, just maybe, we'll buy a moped. That's kind of my goal after the bikes. These birds won't shut up.
Now, I know I just recorded the outro, but here's a little bit more to go along with it. This is my first time attempting to ever make a video like this, and I had a ton of fun making it, but I want to know from you guys, what can I do to make it better? And because of that, I didn't really know how to pace it, so it is a little bit of a shorter video, but next time I'll make sure to do better, maybe make it a little longer, or if you guys like videos this length, just let me know. But yes, that is all. Have fun. Peace out.